Freshly back from Alpine, Texas. This is Cabernet Sauvignon from the mountains of Texas. We picked yesterday at Cathedral Mountain. We picked for about 13 hours. Started picking from sunup to a little past sundown. We drove through the night to bring all the fruit back here. This is Cabernet Sauvignon from one of the highest elevation vineyards in Texas. It's really beautiful. All of it's going on the sorting table today. So we want to make sure that we have the most pristine fruit going into fermentation, specifically for Cabernet Sauvignon, specifically when it looks as pretty as this. We want to make sure that we have clean fruit. Cabernet at higher elevations, really all grapes at higher elevation tend to have thicker skin, so there's going to be more flavor in the skin. So the berries stay a little bit more tight, and they're going to have a really nice flavor on the inside. Specifically on the skin side, there's going to be a lot more thickness to it, and the skin has all the color and all the flavor. So the thicker the skin is, and the more flavor we're going to end up with in the wine. So in this case, we're gonna have really nice tannins, and we're gonna have quite a bit of color coming out of the skin. We're set up for processing hand-picked fruit this morning. We do process hand-picked and machine-picked, but the top lots tend to be the hand-picked fruit. We're dumping with our forklift into the elevator. The elevator is feeding our destemmer. We run a Delta E2 from France, from Boucher-Vasselin. And then it feeds onto the sorting table. Sorting table is a vibrating table. We're trying to sort out mostly the little shot berries, which are little green berries that pack quite a bit of sourness, and a little bit of stems that make their way through the destemmer. And then the bin that's out there end up having all the clean fruit going into it, and that's what we're gonna ferment. So we really try to remove any green vegetal character. There's some wines on which it works to have a small amount of those. Cabernet Franc or Syrah do really great with those small notes of vegetal character. They bring complexity, but on Cabernet Sauvignon, we don't want that. We try to get the fruit as pristine, as close to whole berries as we can. So the next step for us is gonna be fermentation. It's gonna take, in this case, about 3 weeks. This is one of our longer ferments because Cabernet, we want all the tannins. The tannins are mostly in the seeds, a little bit in the skin, but mostly in the seeds. The longer we stay on the seeds and the more tannin we're going to extract. This is one of our top wines, so we definitely want to extract as much tannins as we can. So it's possible that we're actually going to go in a tank after fermentation while staying on the seeds and skin and do extended maceration on this. This is how we did it last year. This is how we intend to do it this year, but every single vintage, we kind of make that call toward the end of fermentation. So about 2 weeks in, we get a better idea of where the wine is and whether it's a good idea or not to extend the maceration. At that point, when we cut the maceration off, which could be 3 weeks down the road or 6 weeks down the road, we will go in the press. We'll separate the juice from the solids. The solids will go to feed our French cattle just down the road, and then the juice will barrel down after a few days.